Okay, guys, the next line I'm gonna be trying out here in comparison with the Rio line is the Scientific Anglers Amplitude Smooth with the AST Plus on it. This is the trout freshwater fly line. Basically, this is gonna be for your medium to long distance for dry flies, smaller nymphs, and streamers. Same with this Perception line. Same thing, general purpose fly line, nymphs, dry, streamers, some soft tackles. Like it says right here, you can fish it with ease. This says this could be a faster hook set and a greater control when playing a fish. I never really had problems with controlling a fish in the water when I hooked it. So again, we're using the Winston Boron 3X with the 8.5 foot 5 weight. With the Orvis Mirage 2. So it's the same rod, same reel. So we'll see. This is the Scientific Anglers one. Right off the bat, now I haven't fished with this yet. Right off the bat again, this is flying right out of the guide. It's really nice too. It doesn't have that really smooth feel to it. But again, with their AST protection, I mean, you can't beat that right there. I mean, it lays it really nice. Same with the Rio, lays it really nice. I want it right there in that spot. It's gonna put it right there in that spot. That has nothing to do with the line. No, that has all to do with the rod. But nope, it's casting. Again, I'm casting this with ease as well. I'm not the best caster in the world, by the way. I don't do a lot of dry fly fishing. I do a lot of casting. I do a lot of Euro nymphing. I use 10.5 foot rods, 10 foot rods, in 3 weights and in 2 weights. So I don't use a lot of 5 weights a lot of times. I don't even use 4 weights. I'm strictly kind of like 3 weights and 2 weights. But again, I really don't know what to say. They both cast very nice. I'm going to say the Rio cast just a little bit nicer. It's a little bit smoother coming out of the guides, but the Scientific Anglers line, I mean, still, it's like right up there with Rio stuff. If someone asked me what line would you recommend, I would probably say, it's a hard decision, guys. It really is. I'm gonna go with the Scientific Anglers line. I kind of like it a little bit better. I have dealt with Rio for years. I mean, never had a problem with it. Not saying that line isn't good. I just kind of like the Scientific Anglers line just a little bit better. It's hard to say. All I have to say is go to your local fly shop. I'm from Pennsylvania, so I have a Cabela's, I have a Feathered Hook. You have TCO and State College and all them places. Les Lawn and Reading. You have the Feathered Hook is up in Colburn. I don't believe they carry Rio. They carry only Scientific Angler. So if you wanted to go try this out, you can go to any fly shop and try it out. But I'll do a couple more casts here for you guys, and all I gotta say is they're both good. I don't have a... If I was to fish one line right now, it's gonna be the Scientific Anglers line. Also, I don't get paid for any of this stuff. This is my honest opinion. I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. They don't give me lines to try out. These companies don't give me rods, don't give me reels to try out. These are my own personal stuff. This is my own personal line that I bought with my personal money. And these rods. So, but really, I mean, I can cast pretty far with the Scientific Anglers line. This is also a 3-tone or a 2-tone. I don't know. Let me look. You got a blue for the back. You got like a yellowish, creamish color. Oh yes, so it's a 3-tone. So you got a gray, yellow, and blue on your Scientific Angler. On your Rio, you got a olive, gray, and chartreuse. But again, honest opinion here, great line by Rio. Did a fantastic job on that. Definitely better than their old lines. Old lines were great with the In Touch series with that ultra low stretch connect core, but it was a monofilament core. So it didn't stretch as much as what other lines will do. Again, coming away from that In Touch series, going to the Elite series with the super slickness, it does cast a lot better. That line does cast a heck of a lot better than what their other lines did. But right there, 2 back cast. I just shot this whole Scientific Anglers line. I have a little bit left on here. I could do it with that Rio line as well. Again, if I was to pick a line, I would recommend the Scientific Anglers line. Great quality for a great price. Again, if you're a big Rio fan, that Rio line is perfect. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I just like Scientific Anglers line just a little bit better than Rio's. But when it comes to Tippet, Scientific Angler did just come out with new Tippet. I have been trying it. I've been using the 4X40. Can't say anything bad about it. Rio 40 Flex, been using it for years. Been using it since I freaking started, and I love that stuff. Nylon, haven't used. I don't fish a lot of dries. Been using Scientific Anglers old nylon. It's great shit. Great stuff. But yeah, if I was to recommend a line, I would probably go with Scientific Angler on this one. Thank you guys for watching. You can find these lines on Rio and Scientific Angler's website. Even though I'm not sponsored by them, I'm still gonna tell you where you can buy them. I buy all my stuff off the manufacturer. But you can see the different tone. Well, let me reel this up and I'll show you the different tones on that. When I'm looking at this, the heads are just a little bit different here. This one's broken down a lot more than what this one is broken down into. Grain weights on this. The 30 foot weight is 150 grams. That's a 5 weight. So the Rio is going to be a little bit heavier than the Scientific Angler, but it's only by 10 grams. So if you want a little bit heavier line, definitely go with the Rio line. If you want a bit of a lighter line, definitely go with the Amplitude Scientific Angler. Again, both great lines. I have nothing against both companies. Been using their products for years. But I'll let you guys look at the difference here. So yes, it is gray in the front, which I kind of like too. And that's one reason I like Scientific Angler's line a little bit better. It has more stealth to it, with that gray on the top, with that Rio, with that, it's not really bright, with that chartreuse color on there. Hey guys, today we're going to be reviewing the new Rio Elite Series Slickcast line and the Scientific Angler's Amplitude Smooth. Right now, I have my Winston Boron 3X 8.5 foot 5 weight, and I got the Rio line on it. This is straight out of the box. This is a 3-tone line. As you can see, you got, it's like a chartreuse color, then you got an olive, and then you got a gray. I have this on my Orvis Mirage 2, one that's made in USA. So I kind of like it. So far, a couple casts here, it's pretty smooth coming out the guides. I'm kind of liking it. I was always a big Rio fan until I switched over to Scientific Angler about a year ago. That's a slick line. That really flies out of the guides nice. I'll just do a couple more casts here. You know, you can't really tell until you fish it. But right now, I mean, let's see. Wow, that's when you're feeling it, it really does feel slick in my hands. Yesterday I did go to TCO Fly Shop to look at it. I was looking at it in the box, feeling it, and it didn't really feel any different. But casting it now, it's I can really shoot that line if I really try. I can really shoot that line. Now these Winston rods are a little bit lighter, so they really don't have as much backbone on them. But really, it's a really slick line. I mean, they have backbone to them, but if you have a Winston, you know what I'm talking about. They're a little bit lighter, but wow, that really has a nice cast to it. It's very slick coming out the guides. Now this is the Elite series by Rio, so I believe they make another series. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but this Elite series right now, this is pretty good. They didn't do anything to the tapers. This is the Rio Perception weight forward 5 weight, but that's a terrible cast. But let's see. Yeah, that's a nice line. I'm gonna reel this up, and I'm gonna try the amplitude. Little bit hesitant on that. If they would have put the olive on there, I think I would have been a little bit more to the Rio. But as you can see here, you get the gray and you get the green, so that's why I'm picking Scientific Angler again too. Great price for it, and it's a little bit more stealthier. But again, until I fish it, my pick is Scientific Angler right now. Again, this Rio line, great line. I've used the old Perception. I love the old Perception. The old Perception was awesome. This is awesome, but I still like the Scientific Angler. It's just because that's my personal opinion. But that's a 90-foot line. Hips are both 90-foot. Yeah, there's your 2 lines, and thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the videos. Comment on them. I get back to the comments here and there when I look at it. Also, head over to our Facebook, Instagram, at 570 Flies. Also, interested in any flies, you can message me on Facebook or on Instagram. I do a variety of flies, nymphs, streamers, dries, basically anything you want, I can basically do for you. Just message me, and I can get to you. I can get back to you on that, and I hope you liked the video. I hope it helped you out. Again, both made in USA too. That's a really big, that's a pro right there. But again, my vote is Scientific Angler. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.